Happy Monday, everybody. This is Patricia Elizabeth with Money and Manifesting Monday. Hopefully, you're doing well. So, if you're catching the replay, you may want to skip forward at the 3 minute mark because that's when I'm going to get started. Because right now I'm live in my Facebook group, Integrated Soul Activation with Patricia Elizabeth. And as we know, there's always delays for Facebook to let people know that I am on live. So if you're catching me live, go ahead, let me know in the comment below that you are live. And if you're watching the replay, let me know below as well. Comment, replay below so I know that you are live. So I'm super excited to be here for Money and Manifesting Mondays. So just a little housekeeping while I wait for people to come on live. So the first 3 Mondays of the month, I will be coming in live inside my Facebook group, Integrated Soul Activation with Patricia Elizabeth, to do Money and Manifesting Monday. The remaining of the month, I will be recording it because I only work 3 weeks of the month in my business. So like I said, if you're joining me live, go ahead, let me know that you're live. Say hello. And if you're watching the replay, let me know below as well. And if you're not able to comment, just click on the love button. At least I'll be able to see it when I go back after. So I am super excited to be here with each one of you. We are February the 1st. We are a brand new month. So declare right now that February is going to be your best month ever. Now I've heard people, yeah, but it's Mercury retrograde. You at the end of the day get to decide. So let me know. So hey Leslie, happy Monday, happy February 1st. Happy to have you here. Like I said, today I'm so looking forward to talking about money. So every Monday I will be coming in to talk about money. The first 3 weeks it'll be live. The remaining of the month it will be a video. I will be recording it in advance because I only work 3 weeks of the month. The rest of the time is I do flex, what I call flex. So I'm super excited. So I'll get started in another minute here. So if you're watching me live, let me know below that you're live. Like I said, happy. Yes, I'm happy to see you here live. It's fun to have you here. It's fun to have all of you here live. And if you're watching the replay, that's fine. Because I know for some of you, this is the middle of the night. It's like 1 a.m. where you are. Some of you, maybe you're working. Some of you, it's maybe like supper time. So once again, I'm excited to have you all here. And I'll get started in about 20 seconds. So yeah, so I'll be starting to come in live regularly. You're going to start to see me being a lot more active once again. So I'm looking forward to that. I just have to go get a cell phone this week so I can have Facebook back on my cell phone. So I am super excited. Me too. Snow days. I got to stay home. Awesome. I don't miss snow. I miss looking at it, but I don't miss experiencing it because I'm in Mexico. So perfect. So let me jump right in. So during today's video, Facebook Live, I'm going to talk about why this is killing your money manifestation. And the one decision that made me over $5,000 US in less than 12 hours last month. So the month of January 2021 was my highest income month in my healing business ever. And I know a few of my private clients was the same thing. It was their highest income month. But there's one decision when I made that $5,000 unexpectedly just came in. So I'll be sharing that one decision later on. But first I wanted to talk about why this is killing your money manifestation. So I wanted to talk about the power of energetic exchange. Okay. There always has to be an energetic exchange. There always has to be a give and a take. Okay. You can't just have somebody that's always giving, and somebody's always receiving. That's out of balance, right? There has to be a give and take. So energetic exchange for most part is going to be somebody provides you a service, somebody does a healing session, somebody does something for you. And most times the energetic exchange is going to be money. Okay. Because there has to be an energetic exchange. You receive something, you have to give something back. There has to be that perfect balance. And I know for some of you, you're going to be like, well, no. You want to have the give and receive have to be pretty much in balance. So there has to be an energetic exchange. Um, so let me ask you this, especially for those of you who have business, are you just giving everything away for free and there's no energetic exchange? Or maybe for some of you, you're the ones who are taking without realizing it. You're expecting, like, you have all this free healing, but yet there's not an energetic exchange. Because for some of you, the reason you're not able to manifest is because you don't have skin in the game. So once again, most times the energetic exchange will be money. Sometimes it could be a trade, and I'll talk more about that after. It could be sometimes you're doing case studies. I know for some of my practitioners, one of the energetic exchange, so maybe they're doing a free mini session because they're doing their case studies. But then in exchange for like feedback and testimonial, that could be like an energetic exchange. But you always want to make certain that there's an energetic exchange. Once again, there has to be the give and take. So for those of you who are live or if you're watching a replay, drop me below. Are you more a tendency to be able to give? Are you more of a giver or are you more of a taker? You're probably more like give. Hey, Victoria, happy to have you here. So once again, who are my givers here? For you, it's like you're always giving. You have a hard time receiving. I'm sure there's quite a few. That's been something I've been struggling with. I've gotten a lot better with it, but it's something I've been struggling with. So, hey, bonjour Chantal, happy to have you here. Yep, 100%, exactly. I've gotten so much better now. You had no choice. And hello, my dear. So yeah, for most of you, you're probably more of a giver. Hey, Rob, happy to have you here. So once again, you want to open yourself up to be able to receiving. And in most times, it's going to be money, right? I mean, let's face it. It takes money to be able to live. I mean, you can't go to the bank to pay your mortgage or pay your rent, or in my case, pay Airbnb, and be like, well, I'm getting a lot of love, but I don't have the money for you, right? This is not going to work. So you want to make sure there's always an energetic exchange, as well as when there's when there's a true energetic exchange, both parties, first of all, is going to be happier, right? You're going to feel satisfied. But also for the one who's receiving. So let's say you're receiving free healing, and this is something I know that's huge. A lot of us, we think we can't get compensated for our healing work. My philosophy is like, hell no, I need to get compensated. And now I need to be compensated big time because of all the investments I've made. But I've also noticed that people who just like, they just get free healings, they're not going to get the results normally as well as somebody who actually invests. Because when you have skin in the game, you're going to do the work. As if everything's given to you, you're probably not going to do the work as much, right? Because once again, it's just given to you. You don't really have skin in the game. Now, I know for some of you here, the free stuff, you treat it as if you paid me. Okay, so I'm not talking about you, but there's quite a few of you here inside this group. And I'm not going to name names or anything, don't worry. But you're just chasing the free stuff, and then you're wondering why you're not getting results. Because once again, there has to be an energetic exchange. As well as if you're the giver. At some point, you're going to start resenting. You're going to start to feel taken advantage of. You're not going to feel appreciated. You're going to start to maybe get angry, etc. There's going to be a lot of things. So once again, there has to be an energetic exchange. And for the most part, it's going to be money. So yeah, I find it hard to take money sometimes. I've been there. Now I have no problem taking money. Now that being said, I do show up. I do provide something. I don't feel comfortable so much somebody just gives me money just for the fun of it. For me, there has to be that energetic exchange. So even with exchanges, it doesn't always work. So yeah, I'm going to get to that. It's a really good question. So that's why for the most part, you got to do is money. That's the energetic exchange. Now, can you do a trade? Yes, you can. Sometimes it'll be a win-win for both parties because they're both showing up. They're both honoring their commitment. But what I've noticed with trades, a lot of times, one party will fully commit, the other not so much, or both of them won't really commit. Or one party will or one party may just resist because they don't have skin in the game. So once again, yeah, I used to find it hard, yeah. And the more you open yourself up to receiving money, the easier it becomes, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. I think we all agree I'm a natural giver. Receiving can be much harder. It is much harder for me to receive than to give. And it's something that I try to stay in balance as much as possible. And it's a work in progress. So for those of you who are like, I can't receive, it's baby steps. And I'll talk more about that probably. Well, maybe I'll do a Facebook Live another time and really talk about how to receive more. So now let me start by talking about one decision that helped me made over $5,000 within 12 hours. So when I think it was, when I was in Cozumel, I made a conscious decision to stop doing trades. In the last 3 years, any time that I've done trades, I was the only one. So there's two scenarios that happen. Either neither one of us showed up fully, or, well, actually, there's one exception for that. There's one person that we both really showed up. We both, we both. So, beside of that one time, it was either I showed up fully, and the other person didn't, or if they showed up fully, they honor their commitment. I had to chase them. I had to nag them. I had to bitch at them. I had to like Trenton them basically, like to cut them off because it was always like I was always, or neither one of us was. So I was on vacation in Cozumel last month, and there's one day I decided, you know what? I'm done with doing trades. Now is if I'm providing you healing work, if I'm providing you my services, I need to get paid monetary. Okay. Within 12 hours, I made the decision at night. The next morning, I woke up. I had $5,000, over $5,000 US that came in, unexpected money. This wasn't money. This wasn't stuff that, I had an offer out there. I was on vacation. I don't put offers when I'm on vacation. It wasn't money that was expected. It wasn't recurring payment. It's just money out of the blue that just came in over $5,000. Once again, it's because I was liberated. Because I was like, okay, because I was always the one that had to go nag and chase and if they didn't honor their end of the bargain, I still had to go chase them. So energetically, that held me back. But I was liberated because then it was like, whoo. Money was able to start to come in back again because I didn't feel resentful. I didn't feel taken advantage of. I didn't feel like I was somebody's mother and I had to go nag this person all the time. I don't like nagging. It's the reason why I'm not a mom because I would be the strict mom. I'm better as a matant. So once again, I made a decision. Poof, $5,000 came in and I had my highest income month ever. And I barely worked last month. Because as you all know, I was on vacation for half of it, and then I was on vacation for my vacation. So you knew that. So let me just read the comments. So it's a work in better progress. I am a giver. I always see in gratitude with it as a blessing. Yes, I'll be talking about gratitude another time. Decisions are so powerful. They will make or break your decision. Yes, that's wonderful. Awesome. So once again, I want you to look and see. Today's home play, yes, I'm giving you some home play because I want you to check. I want you to first think first, are you doing trades? Are you doing trades with people? And are you both honoring your agreements? If you're not, it may be time for you to either have a conversation with the person or just say, you know what, we're done with the trade. Okay? Now, if I do a trade, money still has to exchange hands. And like I tell my private clients, money has to exchange hands. And I have actually, well, 3 of my private clients, I'll talk about one because I know they all had results, but one of them was doing trades with somebody, and the minute they start to exchange money, so they agree to a dollar amount, whatever, they exchange, the other person actually start doing the work and start getting results. Up until that point, they were resisting. Okay, so once again, energetic exchange. If there's not a fair energetic exchange, you have to stop it. You're not going to be able to, you're not helping the other person, and you're just going to suck your energy down. And that's, for some of you, it's going to block the money to be able to come in. Because if you feel resentful, if you feel anger, if you feel taken advantage of, if you just want to quit because, you're feeling all of that, it's sucking your energy. So once again, um, if it's an even trade, like I said, I was doing a trade with somebody. We're taking a break because both of our schedules got too busy, but it was really a fair. So one week I would get an Akashic record session done. The next week I would give, and then when we decided at this point, okay, we have too much on our plate, then it was like, okay, we made sure that we each gave and received the exact amount. So so you do trades, but very limited to maybe 2 trades per year, and only people I know is good. Yeah, once again, you want to make sure if you do trades that it is a win-win for both parties. It's not one party, it sucks their energy and the other is just giving, because it's not a trade. And in fact, trades, a lot of times if you have a business as a trade, you have to claim that as income. Last year, for trades, I have to claim over $2,000 US for trades, and I have nothing to counteract because the other person didn't honor the trades. The people didn't honor the trades. I now have to pay that. I have to pay basically that out of my own pocket, put it back into my business, and I'm paying tax on top of it. Okay, so once again, if you're going to do a trade with somebody, make sure that really both parties honor your commitment. If not, then make sure money changes hands, because once again, there has to be an energetic exchange. So once again, make sure that it's a win-win-win for both parties. And it shouldn't be the other person who needs to start to like drag and chase you. If you're doing a trade with somebody, you're helping them to get their case studies done in return for testimonials. Make sure you honor your word. Don't get them to chase you. Okay, I've been that person that, there's probably people here that I owe testimonials. Sorry, that's the case. Reach out to me because I did case studies. But now, once again, there has to be an energetic exchange. So make sure that, reevaluate. Are you doing trades? And is there really a win-win? Again, I'm not saying you can't do trades, but you want to make sure both parties honor their end of the bargain and they're showing up fully. And if that's not happening, you should probably reevaluate. I know for me going forward, it's going into my company's policy, no more trades. Money has to exchange hands. Money has to exchange hands. And plus, I will do a lot more if I'm actually paying. Because for some of you, that's the case, is you'll show up more because you have skin in the game. You're actually paying the money. On the subconscious level, it's like, okay, I'm paying for it. I'm going to show up. It's a trade. No, I'm not going to show up as much because you're going to resist. You're going to resist, right? And for some of you, that's done unconsciously. So once again, make sure you're doing that and start paying attention. How are you with receiving? Because I know most of you here, if not all of you, have no problems giving. If you're in my tribe, you're in my community, you're in my inner circle, you definitely have no problems giving. But how are you at receiving? How are you at receiving? If somebody gives you a compliment, are you gonna say thank you, and that's it? Or are you going to brush them off or say thank you and then compliment them back again, once again? And that's the energetic exchange. There has to be a give and take. It has to pretty much be balanced 50-50 overall. Okay? And when that's out of balance, forget it. And that's why, like I said, I won't do trades anymore. Perfect proof. $5,000 came in, poof. Like, I'm not saying now you're going to get $5,000 come in. I hope you will, or even more. But for some of you, that's going to be a good first step, especially if both parties are not showing up. It should be a win-win. It shouldn't be one person needs to chase you all the time and not receiving a lot. And once again, start paying close attention when it comes time to receive. How are you? For some of you, journal. How does it feel receiving? Maybe you don't feel worthy of receiving. Maybe I can do I'll do a healing around receiving, I think, because I do have a lot of light codes around receiving. Would that be something you would all be interested if I do like a healing around being able to receive? Let me know in the comments. If I have enough people, I'll do a masterclass or something around that. It will be paid, but I'll keep it low cost for those of you who come in beforehand. Just let me know below if that's something you would love for me to be able to do. Because once again, I do have a lot of stuff on there. Because I, for the longest time, had a hard time receiving. Like say we're more of a giver. So once again, let me know below. Great idea, because once again, you all are worthy of being abundant. You're all abundant being. I gave a freebie and they paid regardless. I'm able to receive. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Yes, you want to be able to receive. Open up to receive. Once again, when you're able to start to receive, and for some of you, be able to open to receive could be receiving compliments, could be starting to receive the money, whatever it is, right? But once again, you want to have that balance, and there has to be energy exchange. I do love letters to money, and when I do think I have a better flow of funds, for sure, perfect. Yeah, anything that I do, it goes on my website after, because I'm redoing my whole online store. So once again, you want to be able to do that. So I will end up doing something around receiving. I'll have to look at my calendar, but once again, make sure that it's a win-win for everybody. And look to see, where are you doing trades with people? And this could be even like relationship wise. Are you the one that's putting more energy in a relationship, or is it the other person, or is it a give and take? I know for some of us, especially when it comes to family, that can be more tricky, but you also want to start to look and see at your relationships. How are you? Is it like a win-win, or is it always like you're always the one that's giving? And if you were to stop to give, would they be around? Would they be around? So yes, I definitely will. So it's my pleasure, Catherine. I definitely will do something around that. Let me just make a note here, and I'll look to see what I can do it. Because once again, being able to receive it is great, and it's a must. So once again, so for those of you who jumped on after, because I know at the beginning I started, so every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, for most weeks, I will be coming in live inside my Facebook group, Integrated Soul Activation with Patricia Elizabeth, to do money and manifesting Monday. It used to be on Wednesday, now I'm putting it on Monday. Now, the first full 3 weeks of the month, I work. Okay? The remaining time, I don't work in my business. And I'll talk about why I'm doing that and how it's actually paying off big time. Maybe I'll do that in another Facebook Live. But the weeks that I'm off, I'll put it in guillemets, sorry, it's coming to me in French for some reason. And yes, I speak French for those of you who don't know, and I will be starting to do French stuff probably in March. So those of you who are French, look out for that. What was I saying? Okay. Yeah. Once again, the weeks that I'm off, I will pre-record a training and I'll drop it inside the Facebook group. So you'll still get a training every week. It's just 3 weeks of the month it'll be live. The rest of the time it won't be live. Because once again, for me, I'm committing now to being consistent. So hey, my beautiful Liv, you're never late. You're always at the perfect timing. So my pleasure, Chantal. I'm single now. I'm giving all my attention to yourself. Yes, it's time for you to start putting yourself first. And you're not greedy, putting yourself first. Once again, energetic exchange. You can't help other people if you're like sucked, that your energy is sucked because you're giving, and you're getting nothing back in return. That doesn't work very well. So let me know for that. As well as one last thing, for those of you who would love to activate your Well to You, I have a free meditation that's available. The link will be above if you're watching this on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, Vimeo, or SoundCloud, the link will be below. If you're watching this on Instagram, IGTV, the link will be in my bio at the Patricia Elizabeth. So once again, I'm excited to be here. Let me know below what is a aha moment that came up for you. And once again, the next time I'm coming in live will be on Wednesday, and it'll be at 12 p.m. where I'll be talking about reawakening your inner healer, because once again, I'm going to keep them separate, and I can't wait to see what's going to come up. So remain below your aha moment. And once again, if you're doing trades with people, look and start to see, is it really a win-win for every party? If not, you may want to consider. I'm not saying you need to cancel it, do what you want, but you may want to start to reevaluate, because once again, you don't want to be giving, and there's nothing back in exchange. There always has to be an energetic exchange. That is the law of reciprocity. I think it's reciprocity. One of the universal laws, there has to be a give and take. There has to be an exchange. It can't just be one person give, the other person take all the time. That doesn't work. Okay? Time to put yourself first. So lots of love. Happy Monday, everybody, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.